welcome back to Vlogmas. It is day 6, and today we're talking about 31 healthy habits to start implementing in your December that's gonna help you build success and achieve your goals within 2024. Most of these are going to be very, very common sense, but things that we tend to just put on the back burner and we don't think about on the day-to-day basis, or that we think we're gonna get around to and we just end up not doing so. These are these habits that I'm personally implementing one every single day for the month of December, so that when 2024 rolls around, I'm already in the process of building those up. I can just keep it going. I'll have 30 days on my hands on some of these habits, and they're just gonna continue to build within the new year. And building these habits, it's important to do them over time and not just throwing yourself into every single one of these, because you're more likely to fall off all of that. If you can do that, that's great. It's really hard to do that without falling off, because it's just gonna feel very exhausting. If you ever think about, like, when you're little, time seems so much slower. Time goes by so fast as adults, and it's because you're not experiencing new things every single day. Throwing yourself into all of these new habits, it's going to feel very exhausting, and it's gonna feel like work, putting in work to get these habits implemented into your life rather than just easing them in one by one, which is why I'm doing my Better You challenge. It's a 31-day challenge to have a healthy, happier, and more creative life. So that's what I'm doing for the month of December. I encourage you to tag along and start now. You can just start implementing one of these daily habits in every single day to build up to a fulfilled day of healthy habits to provide you with the tools and the discipline to keep consistent within your 2024 to achieving your goals. So without further ado, let's get into the 31 habits. Number 1, waking up before 9 a.m. This one is a struggle for me. You end up having so much more to your day, especially in the winter months with this seasonal depression that's going on and it getting dark at 4:30. Waking up at 9 a.m. is a way to keep you on track. It's also really good to have a wake up time every single day to keep consistent with. Your circadian rhythm just automatically loops onto it, and it's way easier to wake up and go to sleep at the end of the night. You'll have better rest and a more energized day. Number 2, movement or working out. It is so important to get your body moving throughout the day. I personally am prioritizing an hour workout every single day of breathless workout. And then anytime I am feeling like I need to listen to my body and slow things down, I'll take a yoga class. Yoga is so good for stretching and just still moving your body, or take a hot girl walk and go outside, walk around your neighborhood for about an hour, listen to some good music or some good podcasts. That's super uplifting, but getting that blood flowing in your body is so important. It really, really helps productivity. It gets your endorphins running. It's amazing for the body. Number 3, expressing gratitude. This is something that is often overlooked when we get into ruts in our life, or we feel stuck, or we feel just super negative. One thing to kind of get out of that and kind of just start to crawl yourself out of that hole, expressing gratitude every single day, listing out 3 things that you're grateful for can just change your mindset so that you start looking for those things throughout the day, and you start slowly noticing more and more things that you are grateful for, so that you're not in that stuck rut mindset. Number 4, reading for knowledge. Knowledge is power. It is always good to have knowledge in your back pocket for any occasion. If you're interested in something, learn about it. I was never a school person. I hated school. I was good at school, but I didn't like it, didn't go to college. But now that I'm not in college and in that day-to-day learning lifestyle, I love to learn just by reading books. Number 5, reading for fun. I feel like so often I get caught up in my entertainment being TikTok or just being on social media, and that's not actually relaxing your brain. You're just filling it with a bunch of junk. So reading for fun, it's just so much more relaxing for you and actually benefiting you, rather than TikTok, Instagram, and comparing, and the negativity and people's opinions and going down the rabbit hole of that. It's so much just better to entertain yourself by reading a good book. Number 6 is meditation / guided meditation. So a way of doing this is if you do take a yoga class, like they typically will always have you go into, like, I think it's called a vinyasa at the end. I think that's what they call part of the yoga class, that you like lay down at the end of it, that you close your eyes and you're just kind of like sitting there with yourself with all of these other people in the room. That is so key. So that's one way of doing it if you've never had any experience with meditating before. Another great way is doing like downloading the Calm app, or there's another Mind app. I'll put it on the screen if I think of it. One of those apps doing a guided meditation. You can even look up a guided meditation on YouTube, and there's some really great ones out there. I love to do some that are really uplifting and get me to be really creative with my lifestyle, and also very goal driven and super productive or relaxed. Or the ones for anxiety, chef's kiss. I used to use those on a daily basis. If I was feeling any sort of anxiety, I would just turn on the guided meditation, lay in my bed, and listen to it for however long it is, and it's fantastic. So meditating, guided meditation, if you know how to meditate and you can get to that point where you're not using a guided meditation, you're sitting with yourself, that's awesome. Really is clearing for the mind. Number 7, drinking a glass. The first thing you do when you wake up, drink a glass of water. Drinking a glass of water right when you wake up, preferably lemon water, but if you don't have lemons, then drink a regular glass of water. But this kickstarts your whole body into moving for the day. It also just helps your metabolism through the day, because you're literally in hibernation mode when you sleep. Like, your body doesn't get any water for 8 hours. You're dehydrated. So the first thing that you do in the morning, you drink a glass of water. You're going to rehydrate your body and give your body so much more energy to pursue on throughout the day. Number 8, clean or organize one thing a day. This is something that if I'm heavily into work, I am not thinking about cleaning, and then I get super anxious with my work and not being able to be productive because my environment is a mess. Your headspace directly reflects to how your living space is. So if you're living in a mess, try cleaning and tackling one thing or organizing one thing a day, whether it be like your bathroom sinks, your makeup drawer, your bathroom, like your tub, or maybe you just need to do a sweep around the house. One little thing a day, it's gonna help you just collectively keep up on your clean, so you're not continuously getting in that clutter mess. Number 9, daily intentions. I feel like these are so important to really set forth on your day and have a productive day, is by writing down some daily intentions that you plan to get done that day or that you want to accomplish that day. That is a great productivity hack. Number 10 is journaling your emotions. Anytime that you're feeling anxious or like super happy, I find it so beneficial to write it down. Doesn't matter the emotions. You could be so excited or so sad. Like, getting it out on paper just kind of releases it a little bit from your body, attaches it from your body, so that you can gain more of a clearer mind. And for the good memories and the good feelings, it's always nice to have something to like look back on when you are feeling super sad, so that in that moment when you are sad, you can go look back at your good happy thoughts, your happy feelings, that it's not always bad. Like, there's waves that it goes through. For the bad ones, any like bad feelings that you're having, if you just release them out on a piece of paper, it always just relieves so much anxiety, and you can kind of take a step back and really assess how you're feeling rather than just like being consumed in the emotions. Number 11, washing your face morning and night, having some type of skincare morning and night. I currently am really bad at this. I only do it at night. That's how I've always been. To get up in the morning and splash water on your face can really wake you up. If you have trouble getting up before 9 a.m., just make it to your sink and splash some water in your face. Give your face a little wash, give it a good clean, and get it ready for the day ahead. Number 12, deep cleaning your teeth at night. I feel like oral hygiene is something that gets away from a lot of us. And yes, I brush my teeth morning and night, but sometimes I just really get into, I don't want to do that. I don't have time for that. Like, I'll just brush my teeth, it'll be fine. And I'll like forget all my 12 steps of brushing my teeth and like using a water flosser and flossing and tongue scraping and mouthwash. So making sure you have that whole. Teeth problems are the worst. I've had so many teeth problems in my life, so getting into the routine of like doing a deep clean every single day, it prevents cavities. So that's a good thing. And it also prevents bad breath. Number 13, being a part of a community. I feel like this is super important to do. It makes you feel so much less lonely. It also just makes it, you get outside of your little bubble and feel connected to the world. And I feel like we get so caught up in our phones and just seeing everyone on social media these days. So getting out there and being a part of your community in any way, shape, or form is such a really good mood booster, and that overall helps your mental health. But some ways that you can do this, because for me this is really hard. I'm an introvert at heart. I don't like getting out exchanging words with other people, but one thing that I found is really nice is like going to a workout class. Like that's being a part of my community. I meet new people, I meet the teachers, and then like being able to extend off of that, like if they do retreats or if they teach at other places, then meeting with the people that go to their class, and like you can kind of pick and choose where you want to go. Another thing that I really like is just going to a coffee shop and like just sitting there, like headphones in or out, chilling, reading a book. But like being around others that you don't really know is just like, that's such a wholesome way to be a part of your community. Number 14, making the bed every day. You get up, you make your bed. This is just one task that you can do so easily in the morning. It takes less than 5 minutes to do and you've already accomplished something. Not only that, but like, you know the feeling of getting into a made bed at the end of the night, right? Like that feels so good. Or like when you walk into a hotel room and those beds are made and you can't wait to crawl in them, that is how I want to view my bed at the end of the night. So making your bed in the morning so that at the end of the night you can crawl right in and feel super comfy cozy. Number 15, setting a goal for the day. Kind of going along with setting your intentions, but I want you to pick one goal that you need to accomplish by the end of the day. Intentions to me feel like, well, I intend to keep my positivity throughout the day. I intend to have a productive work day. I intend to move through the day with kindness. Whereas a goal to me would be like, okay, my goal of the day is to not be on my phone. Or my goal of the day is to get this one paper I've been trying to write written, or my goal of the day is to not have any sweets, something like that, where it's like a physical thing that you need to get done. Number 16, do something out of your comfort zone. Taking a new class or going for a walk and like recording yourself while walking, something that makes you a little uncomfy but expands your growth. Number 17, do something for you or something that just genuinely makes you happy. This is kind of like your break in a day where, okay, you're doing all of these daily habits to provide more success in your life or build more success in your life. Do one thing for you that just genuinely makes you happy in the moment. That could be taking a bubble bath at the end of the night, having a glass of wine at the end of the night, or I don't know, watching an episode of TV before you get on to doing something. Just something that genuinely makes you just relax and feel at ease and happy. Number 18, taking your vitamins. I know, I sound like a mom. I hated taking my vitamins when I was growing up. I still am really bad at it now, but I want to get better at it. I have been doing research. I really want to take ritual vitamins. I think that's what I want to do, but it's currently not in alignment with my lifestyle at the moment. So right now I'm taking magnesium. I was told and looked up that it helps basically like put your energy where you need it to be. So rather than like if you're staying awake at night having trouble sleeping, the magnesium helps you spend your energy throughout the day rather than being awake at night, if that makes sense. So number 19, cut out any unnecessary sugars and keep it to moderation only. So if you're a sweets person like I am and you look to find a sweet literally everywhere, cutting it back a little bit. Maybe prioritizing your natural sweets, your fruits, your dates, stuff like that that's going to give you that sweet fix, or like dark chocolate that's gonna give you your sweet fix if you need it. You don't really need these sweet things, you know what I'm saying? Like cutting back on those unnecessary sugars. Number 20, this sounds so childish, but I feel like it is such a get me out of bed type of thing. And that is laying out your clothes the night before for what you're wearing in the morning so that you can get out of bed, just get in your clothes real quick, rather than not knowing what to do, staying in a robe, feeling comfy cozy the entire time and not wanting to be productive. It's just easier to just like slip right into your clothes and start on your productivity. Number 21, we're kind of doing this, but creating a morning routine. So there's some things in here that are definitely great to do in the morning to kickstart your productivity, but you don't have to do them in the morning. So starting a morning routine though, everyone successful has a morning routine. So you need to get on that morning routine vibe. That may be a slow morning routine. You may be getting up, going and washing your face, and then grabbing a book and having some tea and your water and just sitting on the couch for a minute and reading a book. These shouldn't really feel like tasks. That's the thing, is that most of the time we feel like these are a task to do, rather than if we create them as a healthy habit and we are in a consistent like day-to-day basis with them. It feels like I have to do this because it feels good to me. It provides me the sense of clarity. It provides me the sense of comfortability. Whatever it may be, it provides me more growth to be successful. Like I can feel that and see that change. That's what these are meant to do. Number 22, be with yourself without distractions for like 10 minutes of the day. This is different than meditating in my opinion, just because you don't have to be sitting there working on your breathing techniques with your eyes closed and only focusing on what's going on in your mind. Just come into your house with your groceries and put them away without like turning on music or turning on the TV or scrolling on your phone or looking at a YouTube video. So being with yourself without having to rely on a distraction to just do daily functions is super important for your independency. 23, going to sleep without any electronics. No TV, no phone. Don't be watching TV while you're sleeping. Don't be scrolling on your phone trying to like pass the time before you feel tired, because it's just gonna make you not tired and you're actually gonna get worse sleep. Number 24, no phone for the first 30 minutes of a day. First 30 minutes after you wake up, allow yourself to genuinely wake up before you're consuming your brain into unnecessary opinions, work-related stuff, negativity, whatever the news is going on. Like, just keep your mind away from it so that you can have 30 minutes in the morning with just peaceful waking up time. It's setting your mind to have so much of a better day, so much of a healthier and happier and more productive day, and just like natural creativity. Number 25, try a new fitness challenge. If you are feeling like you are stale in your fitness routine, it's the same thing over and over again, your body is no longer really growing for that. So switch it up, do something new, find a new exercise to do, find a new weight that you can handle, find a new class to take, find a new experience to be a part of, or maybe just go on a walk somewhere new. Be careful where you walk. Find a new fitness challenge. Number 26, stretch or yoga every single day, a non-negotiable. I'm gonna go take a yoga class every day, or you can practice some yoga at home. Absolutely 100% recommend. But if you don't know how to do that, just take some light stretches. Take like 10 to 20 minutes every day, and after your workout, so you're all warmed up, and make sure you're doing some deep fluid stretching that your muscles can like actually recover correctly. Number 27, I love this one. Using a planner or a calendar every day to track everything. This just makes me feel so much more organized. And like we said, if you're not organized up here, you're not organized out here. So again, if you're not organized up here, you're not organized with like all the things that you need to get done. It's just gonna be scatterbrained. It's not gonna have a plan. It's gonna be kind of a mess. And you're gonna feel overwhelmed trying to accomplish all of the tasks that you actually need to get done, or all of your appointments or your meetings that you need to do. Write it down in a planner, use the planner. Number 28, do something for someone you care about. Just a way to connect with other humans, making us feel that connection and having that feeling of being connected. That just feels so good. And we should always be experiencing that on a day-to-day basis. So doing something for someone that you care about, maybe your boyfriend, husband, girlfriend, coming home and they've had a hard day, maybe give them a massage, or maybe make them dinner, or maybe call your mom up and tell her that you love her, or buy her a coffee or something. Number 29, do something creative. This could literally be something as little as pulling out a coloring book and crayons, but getting creative, whatever it is, baking, sewing, painting, drawing. It gets your mind working in different ways. It allows you to see situations from different perspectives. Being creative just trains your brain in so many other ways that you would think of just being creative. Maybe you're a math and science person and you don't feel like you had that creative gene. That's okay. Literally buy a book that does it for you. Get some colored pencils or crayons and start coloring in a book. It's going to benefit you in the long run, being able to be more complex. Number 30, prioritize your veggies and your protein. If you're like me, I primarily eat mostly vegetarian. So getting my protein is not always easy. You have to find it in different ways. But I like that because then I'm not always relying on having to cook meat, having to go buy meat. Meat can be really expensive and it's not always great for you in circumstances. So finding other ways to fill your protein needs, chickpeas are a great one, beans, rice, vegetables, cheese, like things like that to fill your protein and your veggies, but prioritizing those on a day-to-day basis because it's actual food that's going to power you throughout the day. Lastly, number 31, positive affirmations. Who do you think you talk to the most in the world? Genuinely, who do you think that is? It's you. Every person is talking to themselves 100% more than anybody else in this world. And if you talk to them rudely or unkindly, they're not gonna feel very great. Think about if I were to come up to you and be like, wow, you are really not cute today. Like you look a mess, you're unorganized, I just don't wanna be around you and I don't really like your personality. That'd be so sad. I would never do that. But if you are sitting there thinking about those things of yourself, that's not good. You're not talking to yourself correctly. So turning that around is a hard thing to do, but it starts with just saying some positive affirmations about yourself, about your experience, about your day today. Go in the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, you're kind of cute, you know that? Hey, you're pretty smart, you know that? You remember that situation that you handled today? You did that really well. I admire you for that. Little things to just kickstart your brain into thinking that you're the shit, because you are, and you should believe it too. So that is it on the daily habits. I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that you start implementing these in your daily life so that your 2024, you are just crushing the game and you're achieving all of your goals. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or heart it. I will see you back here tomorrow for day 7.